Phew, that 20-kilometer hike was tough. Dad, you set up the tent and I'll start supper. Honorable judges, fellow 4-H members, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jonah Dick from the Chilliwack 4-H Lamb Club. After a long hike, my dad starts to get hungry, and if he doesn't get food fast, he starts to turn hangry. So that's why I need to come up with something filling and fast. How about my famous hungry hiker skillet? What's great about this recipe is in the summertime, you can find almost all your ingredients locally grown here in my hometown of Chilliwack, British Columbia. And nothing tastes better than locally grown BC products. To make my hungry hiker skillet, we're going to need a few things. The supplies we are going to need are a stove, a cutting board, a knife for chopping, a large frying pan, a small frying pan, a flipper, a wooden spoon, and measuring spoons and cups. The ingredients we will need are 1.5 cups of ready-to-eat sausage. This sausage was from Verard Farms and was also processed and packaged in Chilliwack as well. 4 tablespoons of butter. BC has lots of dairy farms, so finding butter that's made here is very easy. 3 cups of cooked potatoes. We have pre-cooked our potatoes by boiling them until they're soft and tender when pricked with the fork. You can also use leftover baked or roasted potatoes. 3 tablespoons of fresh herbs. Today we are using oregano, sage, and basil. 2 tablespoons of chives. 1 clove of garlic. 1 cup of greens, and 3 eggs. All of our produce and eggs are grown here in Chilliwack. The vegetables are from my parents' CSA box subscription from Yarrow Sweet Earth Farms here in Yarrow, BC. CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. In the spring, my parents prepay for a weekly veggie box to be delivered to our house every week from a local vegetable farmer. The boxes are filled with whatever vegetables the farmer has during that week in the season. Prepaying and ordering a subscription allows the farmer to predict how much they'll need to produce this year and put some monies in the farmer's hands when the expenses are the highest, and allows us to know who is growing our food and to receive the most freshest, delicious BC products possible. The herbs we are using from this recipe, my mom grew in our backyard, and the eggs are from my grandpa's farm here in Chilliwack. Now lastly, we need salt and pepper to taste. We weren't able to find any pepper that was grown here in Chilliwack, as most of it's grown in India. But we were able and are using salt that was harvested and packaged on Vancouver Island. Now to get cooking. Make sure you wash your hands before you start. First, chop all vegetables, herbs, and sausage. When chopping your ingredients, you don't have to chop them to a particular size. Just make sure you chop them approximately the same size so they cook evenly. For demonstration purposes, we've already pre-chopped and measured our ingredients. Next, melt 3 tablespoons of butter in the large frying pan at medium-high heat. Add garlic and stir. Then add potatoes. Sprinkle with salt and pepper. Stir till evenly coated. Fry potatoes until crispy and golden, flipping occasionally. This will take approximately 5 to 12 minutes depending on how crispy you like your potatoes. Add sausage to the frying pan and stir. Fry sausage until warm through. The potatoes we are using for this recipe are Warpbub potatoes. Warpbubs are round with white skin, with deep red eyes and white flesh. Add herbs and chives and stir. In small frying pan, at medium-high heat, melt the last tablespoon of butter. Crack and cook the eggs in small frying pan. Add salt and pepper to taste. Flip to cook on second side. For demonstration purposes, we've already done this step. Add cooked eggs into large frying pan. Add and stir greens into the large frying pan. Cook for approximately 1 to 2 minutes before they start to wilt. Today, we are using beet greens and spinach as our greens of choice, but you can use any greens you like. Season to taste. Lastly, serve and enjoy. The wonderful thing about skillets is that you can use any products you like. Try some fresh Chilliwack corn, or how about some local artisan cheese, or some BC crispy bacon. Mix up the recipe however you like. Now, before I call my dad to dinner, let's do a quick review. Firstly, you're going to want to gather supplies and ingredients, melt butter, add garlic, fry potatoes until golden brown, add sausage, add herbs, cook and add eggs, add greens, season to taste, and serve and enjoy. When making this skillet, try to use fresh BC products to support our local agriculture industries and neighborhood farmers. Dad, come and eat, dinner's on!